sabi ko na hindi ko kaya itong corruption. Kasi baskin saang, if there's a table, if there's a single chair there, meron talaga yan. As the papers go back and forth inward, that is why nawalaan ako ng tiwala sa bureaucracy. Kaya sabi ko, nawalaan ako ng gana. At tulo, sabi ko, nagsisi ako. Kasi akala ko, within the constitutional powers na binigay sa akin, kaya ko. But truth to tell, kung araw-araw na lang, pati every table dito sa Pilipinas, ganun, hindi ko talaga mahabol. Kaya ko. Pero sa batas na ito, Constitution, even if you give me 20 years, I cannot do it. Maghanap uli kayo ng Marcos somewhere. That fellow will be elected in the generations to come. Maghanap uli kayo ng Marcos.
Guys, ako lang ba yung nakakapansin nito? Ano to kasi, di ba yung known ouster si PFEM is media, communist, tapos terrorist, with help from America, especially CIA. Kasi na itong nakaraang years, yung loss sa priority ng PRRD admin ay nakatutok sa dating antagonists ni PFEM. Nagaya nga ng ABS-CBN closure noong 2020, due to franchise expiration to, hindi na to about sa tax. Ayaw kasi nalasagutin yung kinukulit nila Marcoleta sa kanila eh. Tapos, ending of the terrorism, di ba nag-martial law sa Mindanao? Tapos, dinedeprive ng peace talks ng CPP-NPA, and then dineclare pa na terrorist organization nga. Then, nag-establish pa ng NTF-ELCAC para i-rehabilitate yung former rebels and almost rebels. Saka noong 2016, kaubo pa lang ni PRD, diba? Nag-announce siya bigla to sever ties, economic and military ties with America. Then naalala ko, last 2019, nag-speech si PRRD at sinabi niya maghanap daw tayo ng Marcos kasi nga din niya kaya end yung corruption.
In this venue, Your Honors, in this venue, I announce my separation from the United States. Both in military, not maybe social because of Philippines, both in military but economics also. So please, you have another problem of economics in my country. I have separated from them. So I will be dependent on you for all time. But do not worry, we will also help as you help us. Because in the East ASEAN affair, Cambodia could not be theirs 100%. It is an ally of China. Laos, it is always an ally of China. Vietnam, same thing. Widodo of Indonesia is neutral. Duterte of the Philippines is veering towards China. Because China has the character of an Oriental. It does not go around insulting people, insisting on policies to follow them, and trying to control the money of the world through the IMF and the World Bank. Dito, Asian Development Bank. Now good that of late, China decided to make a counterbalance here, and that is the EIIB, So even in business now, America cannot help us. All the time that you have $33 million. Oh, we have $33 million, sir, and can do what you want with that. It's not the kind of thing that just like an uncle leaving the house after eating and say, hey, nephew, here's some money for you for your college expenses. That's the way. We do it the formal way. But Japan, Korea, and the rest are the benefactors, but most, the biggest, is China. And when they lend you money. They do not lend you promises and installments. That's the big difference between the tranche per tranche of the Americas and the way we handle our goodwill here. When it is money intended for you to make sure that you have this project for your upliftment, it is there. And I do not see America has that.
So, bakit nga ba frustrated si PRRD sa Amerika? Actually, pareho lang sila ni PFEM na medyo hindi masyadong dikit sa Amerika. Kasi nga yung history ng World War II, tsaka yung treachery and demolition jobs nila sa mga di nila type na nation leaders. Yung mga hindi nila mahawakan sa leeg. Actually, napanood ko interview si PRRD sa Aljazeera and RT News. Tama naman siya. Pinaghuhugutan naman. Andun yung trauma eh. Kasi nga, di ba, history repeat itself. Siyempre, ayaw natin mangyari yung nakaraan. Kaya need natin maging wary.
Hang on, Mr. President.
Yes.
Filipinos love America. Historically, it's the strongest ally in Asia. If you distance yourself from it, do you not worry that it will be an unpopular decision among your people?
In the first place, had they not been here in the Philippines, there would have been no Second World War for us. The Manila battle killed about, they say, 200,000 people. The enemies came because they were there also in the first place. Matter of fact, they stayed here for 50 years, and that is why the enemies came, because they know that they are here. Imagine the Philippines without an American. Would have the Japanese sent so many battalions and their imperial armies to occupy this island?
Do you think it would be better off?
Well, if you go back in time, what would be the sense of sending your, unless you want to occupy the whole world? America invaded Iraq. What was the excuse? That there were weapons of mass destruction. And yet when they invaded Iraq, so many people were killed. So where is justice now?
So I think it's really hard to avoid
Meaning to say, justice has to be equal. It cannot be a justice for one and justice for another set of standards for two. It has to be equal.
Is that the reason why you turn away from America?
Yes, because they refuse to understand my predicament when they knew that they were also in the same predicament on a larger scale. I never in America, what? Remember Panama? Okay. They invaded Panama, a sovereign state, okay, in Central America. So what was the purpose there? They went inside, seized the country, arrested the president, brought him outside the country, placed him in a detention cell in New York. He faced a trial federal court and is convicted. What happened to the invasion? And what was the reason? Drugs. You invade a country. Me, I am just fighting the criminals in my country. I never invaded a country. You have to look at it this way. There is so much incongruity in the principles that are being followed by nations. The powerful ones, they can invent this weapon of mass destruction. oh, we can invade your country. Me, I never touch anybody. I do not even go to the United States. And then they criticize me for the criminals that I have killed.
If eto nga talaga yung plan ni PRRD nung simula pa lang, laking tulong nito kay BBM. Hopefully, siya nga talaga yung manalo. Following naman the surveys, tsaka yung baluarte. Tsaka mas lalong dumami yung supporters pinagsama DDS sa Marcos loyalists, 'di ba?